Tyrus and Nao.
Have you ever, wondered about how turkeys... No, cut all this. This is awful. This is just terrible.
How are you gonna cut all this if we're recording this with your stupid laptop because you're in Texas?
Oh.
We're keeping everything.
Okay. Happy Thanksgiving.
Merry Thanksgiving, every Christmas.
Merry Thanksgiving, miss. And a happy October. I've been dying recently.
How many times have you gotten food poisoning in the last month?
Oh yeah, I forgot about the lobsters. Okay.
This
okay.
smart guy went to Food for Less and bought 2 pre-cooked lobsters
For
$5
$5.
each.
Who else is gonna
Ate
get
them both?
Okay, you're walking down the Food for Less, and you want to get yourself some chocolate chip cookies, which I did, and you glance over, and there's just full lobsters, which normally
Why
go for
would they be near the chocolate chip cookie dough is my
They-
question for you, sir.
Wrong way around. But I saw them, and it said $5 lobsters, limited time only, and I was like, yes. So I thought I was the smart one and took advantage of the situation, bought 2.
We
and then-
texted you. No. Don't
But-
do that while you were there.
Yeah.
Yet you returned and purchased a second one. And said, I am the champion. I bought the last one. There was a reason it was the last one, sir.
The first one came out fine, but I think the second one was like, oh god, I'm gonna gag thinking about it had eggs in it, and it's just it was lobster's not supposed to be country, kids. If you're eating a lobster and it starts to crunch, it's just a bad day. So, anyways, I have many great stories for you guys to listen to while eating your Thanksgiving dinner because everyone cares about us that much, and so I'm gonna start with my plane adventure. Does that sound like a good place to start, Tyrus?
Plain to me.
Okay, I hate you so much. That was terrible. It is a rather plain story, but I'll spice it up a little bit. Okay, so I have a standby flight, 9:30.
It's like
Wake
the one
up.
you missed 6 flights before this.
Yeah, this is and I
I
wake
got
up.
to the airport, got searched 6 times.
No, that was last time. This is the only time. I did have a run-in with security though, but I'll go with that later.
Well, why don't you just tell your whole airport story? Start to end.
Oh yeah, I'm starting from the beginning and go to the very end. Okay, so starts off at 3 o'clock in the morning when Mom comes in and Aubrey's sick. Aubrey's my 18-month-old baby sister, and she's throwing up everywhere. And remember this, kids. Remember this.
Projectile vomiting. Just on
Yeah,
the
it's
walls.
like The Exorcist, Blair Witch. She's climbing on the ceiling, just had to get her down with a broom. It was awful. So once the priest left and she calmed down and finally went to bed.
Once the ghost of Prince left, is that what you said?
I said once the priest left, but no, that's so much better. Once the ghost of currently alive Prince left the house. He danced out the door. Aubrey went to sleep singing Prince songs. And I was too tired to care, so I went to bed, woke up 3 more times throughout the night, and had to have the whole thing go over again. So by the time we woke up, I'm just exhausted.
Did you hire one of those dollar priests? You know, the ones
Yeah.
on the corner will
Went to Food
exercise
for
for
Less.
food.
I went to Food for Less, and next to the lobsters, there was a priest coupon for exorcisms. So I took 3 of those, just in case. You never know.
Lucky you.
So, yeah, exactly. So I'm driving over to the airport, and I'm just exhausted. Go over, get my ticket, and then I get to the security. It's been a while since I've been on at an airport and doing this thing, so I forget that you have to put the metal stuff in the bin that's not electronics. I put my wallet in there, which has no metal. I put my
No, that's just common practice to put your wallet in there.
I put my phone in there and my headphones, leave my belt, my jacket, and all the change and quarters loose in my pockets on. And I walk through. She's like, no, sir, go back. I either go back, take off my shoes, go through again. She's like, no, sir, go back, take off my belt, go through again. And at this point, she's looking at me intensely. She's like, sir, are you sure that you have everything off, and I was like, oh, there's change. Okay, because I'm almost positive security everywhere has
That
it
was
out.
my life. Every day walking into Six Flags, I had to empty my pockets and walk through metal detectors.
Yeah,
Every single day.
Disney doesn't even do that. They just check your bags if you have bags. If you don't, then I mean, whatever. But I mean, maybe
Well,
they
no, and
have.
I worked there.
Yeah. Like, well, I mean, you did hate your job, so maybe one day they just saw you muttering yourself. You're just like, I hate this park. I want it burnt to the ground. And they're like, we should watch out for this guy.
Never said that.
Well,
Never said that.
yeah, sure. And I never said Mel Gibson. Why do I keep saying Mel Gibson? I want to say freaking Michael Bay, but do I hate him so much that his
you want to say is the guy who played your favorite character from the original Jurassic Park.
Jeff Goldblum?
Jeff Goldblum.
Yes.
I knew it was Jeff something. I was gonna say Jeff Bridges, but he's a good actor. So.
Yes, he is. If Jeff Goldblum pops up in Jurassic World, it's like, hey, it's been 20 years since the last movie about
daughter, are you here?
Daughter, you alive? No, you're dead. Good. I'm a good dad. Allow me to get into
By the way,
Panda.
the arcade version of the movie The Lost World is my favorite arcade game of all time.
Isn't it?
He's not in it.
Yes.
I like it.
I remember being at Chuck E. Cheese and like blowing like $50 on that.
Never took me that much, but
I was really young. My mom kept being like, "Yeah, no, you sure you?" Because that's what my mom said. You sure you don't want to go play some games and eat pizza? I'm like, pizza, yes, but I have a mission. And
you have to save the baby dinosaur from its own parents and then eventually give it back.
Exactly. So,
Because the third one made so much more sense.
I get to the what's it called? The deck, the place, the stage where the place where you go where the planes go bye.
Terminal.
Terminal. I get to my terminal and I sit down on the seat that I'm going to become all too familiar with for the next 7 hours.
The deck,
And-
the place where the planes go bye.
And the plane, the lady's
You
like,
would say depart.
"Oh."
They departure points.
The lady's
I mean,
like, "Oh,
the
you're
line,
here for this."
the screen says arrival time and departure time.
No, I read coming here, bye. I swear, Tyrus. I swear I'm not crazy. Everyone else is making up made up words like departure and airport. So I sat down and aeropuertos. I talked to the lady and she was like, "Okay, yeah, you might get on this flight, but I mean, just in case, you might go on the next one." I was like, "Okay." So didn't get on the next one. That's fine. I'm listening to the Yog Pod and watching some Game Grumps animated and some Smodcast and Markiplier, and I'm not plugging. I'm just going ahead and saying how much time I had in between each flight. So I go on the next one. I'm
Why
like,
did you
"Hey,
miss
well, when's?"
all of the flights? Were they just
Well,
full?
Because they were like 4 hours apart, and so they were full. And she was like, "Okay, well, the next one's gonna
Why
leave at
didn't
like
you pre-book?
1:55." Because
That's you.
I'm
You're
not.
stupid.
I didn't do this.
Sure.
I was not in control of how I was gonna get there. If I was in control, I wouldn't get there because I am poor. I have a story about me talking to an insurance person later, which was just, God help this woman. Not help, but God bless this woman. I feel so bad for what I had to put her through. So I
You went in and tried
she
to register for
tells
car
me-
insurance, and she looked at you and said, "No."
I looked me up and down. "You're that Nao guy, aren't you?" "Yep." "Get out of here," and never come back. So she says, "Okay, the next flight's gonna leave at like 1:55." I'm like, "Chill." So she's like, "Okay, you're gonna sit here and wait, and we'll like tell you if you're gonna get on." I'm like, "Okay." So I sit and I wait and I call Lux and talk about BP, which I'm not allowed. I don't think we're allowed to say the full
Oh,
name,
okay,
but
yeah,
it's probably
BP.
yeah.
It's not the oil company.
Yeah. So we're talking about that and all that stuff, and then I call Brandon and talk about our project that's coming up and seeing his job on it. I love being so secretive right now. And then I look at the clock and it's like 2:30, and I go up. I'm like, "Hey, that flight, I'm not on it." And they're like, "Yeah, there was no room. Also, it moved like 3 gates down. So good better luck's on the next one." So then I go back and I start, and this is about the time when I'm like wanting food. And this is at the San Diego airport where you can't get food for under $10. Like there is no McDonald's.
That's like
there
any
is no.
airport.
Burger King. There's no Popeyes. There's no Wendy's. There's like
If there was a Popeyes
California's
in the St. Louis airport.
Mr. Prestige's Green Burger.
Green
Filled- like-
Filled with lies and vegetable fat.
Exactly. So I get a Mr. Prestige's, and I sit down by the window. And you know how they have, like, it was like the biggest. I just feel like complaining about this one. Whenever you go to fast food restaurants and they have a picture of the burger and it just looks like the burger's best day ever. Like, it just looks like the
You
greatest.
got all the makeup. It woke up on the right side of the bed.
Exactly. Yeah, like it is a good bun day for that burger, and you were just so happy for it. And then you get it, and it's like someone took that burger and stepped on it.
Especially when it's wrapped in foil or something. and
Exactly.
Some vain attempt to make it look like what
Yes.
it's on the screen.
So that's what I had. So I'm eating that,
And
and
the shoe burger.
Mr. Prestige's shoe burger.
I ordered a
And-
kitchen sink burger once.
I'm making a kitchen sink burger. All right, faucet
Well, it
or
was
no faucet?
everything but the kitchen sink was what it was supposed to be on it.
Ah,
It was
okay,
really
got
good.
it.
Huddle House.
Love it.
Love Huddle House. They don't make that anymore.
I went back, and I'm number like 12 or 13 on a standby list with one seat available. Now, I often complain about how my luck is terrible, but I think this is the one time where my luck was like, we'll give him one. I actually got on because like 11 or 12 people were not there. And the guy looked at me with such shock and was like, Mr. Avery? And they used my middle name. They didn't use my last name. For some reason. I have no idea. It was just on the
Heck?
ticket. Yeah, I have no idea. It was just a mix-up. But they're like, Mr. Avery? I'm like, yeah. They're like, you made it. And then I was just like, we will fly to Texas. And then I slept. And that was my...
And I slept.
But, of course...
How much of your luggage did they lose?
By the time I got there, my luggage has been there for 5 hours. So
Love
they're just
that.
like, yeah, you Avery? Right over there. Get out,
Gamble works there.
get out of here. Normal airplane talk. But I sat next to...
We are currently cruising at 20,000 feet. Check your feet. There is no floor on the airplane. Do not stand up.
I sat next to like the two smartest people on the plane. The guy on the left was studying to be a pilot, and I'm watching him take the test, and the guy on the right is learning about like, I don't know, like astrophysics or the anatomy of Einstein or something. I don't know.
Pretty sure. Normal human anatomy covers his anatomy. But
And I'm in the middle working on our new project. It's
so it's the biggest contrast in history.
I'm writing the stupidest thing put to paper, and I'm in the middle of two geniuses who are both drinking heavily. I like to add, but
They're like, you want a swig of this? And you're like, no, I'm not.
I'm like,
fan of
yes,
that."
it might make me seem smarter to you guys, but no, it probably will do the exact opposite. Like, hey, you know what? The answer to that one's 4. That's how many wheels are on a car. Anyways,
But
I
that
get
was
back.
correct.
I get back, and thank you for reassuring me that I know that there are 4 wheels on a
Oh, but I
car.
thought you were gonna say something even dumber.
That is correct, Nyle. Very good. I'm proud of you. Okay, so I get back.
How
and
many wheels does your Honda
one
Pilot
day,
have?
like 9. That's another story. So I get back. This whole podcast is pretty much me telling a bunch of stories, and hopefully Tyrus will have some, but I think his input is good
Dude,
enough.
all my Thanksgiving stories are like 20 years old, bro, so they're not very good.
Well, they haven't heard it, so if you're like me and my friends,
No,
went-
like they're just
the
the
pickle
most
pot-
basic, everything was normal, it was okay things.
we went down to the dime.
We went down to the Five and Dime and we got
Arcade.
our turkey and we cooked
got
it,
ourselves
we ate
some
it, and
soggy
I watched
pop.
the parade and everybody didn't die. It was good.
all huddled around the radio and listened to the Great Pong Competition of 1923, and because everything I'm saying makes sense. So I come to Texas and I enjoy one day.
Give me a minute.
Still did it.
I'm just picturing two commentators. It went left, it went right.
It's going on the
left.
left. Oh, now
It
it's on the
went
right. He threw him for the curve. Now it's going. This is by far the most intriguing thing that has happened since last year's.
Help me. Help me. What have I
Please
done
help
with
me.
my life?
I thought I was going to be someone.
Had a customer that sounded just like Steve.
Steve, the
masochistic
40s newscaper.
40s newscaster. Yes.
Yes, I would like 3 burgers with that fry. I think you're fine.
Just a single French fry. Don't you give me one from another batch. I want this one cooked by itself.
My grandson said, "You make them wrong, I'll watch you." So
I
help
watch
me
you.
if they're wrong. So
He is the worst best person.
are they gluten-free? I heard that causes everyone to die. All at the same time, you see.
Can I have all the extra gluten?
I need it for a project, you see.
I want to die.
Please help me.
It's like the sad cupcake in the Astif movies.
I'm just a cupcake. No news is going on here. Why are you all staring at me? He's just talking to a dead camera. Dusty apartment. His cat don't even care. Oh god, this is just getting depressing.
He has a cat. This is a
Of
problem.
course he does. It's an evil cat.
We're giving him a backstory.
It's,
now. This is
every
going
now
to
and then,
bad
it's
place.
quiet, but when he's playing anything, it goes meow.
It's a 1940s newscaster. This is what we talk about.
Where even was I? How did we get here?
You were talking about. You were trying to get me to talk about Thanksgiving, and you brought up 1923 Pong tournament.
Okay, so going back, I get here and enjoy one day of Texas. And the next day, they're like, "You're going to go see the Texans game." I'm like, "Awesome. It's been a while since I've seen football. I can't wait to pretend like I know what's going on." So I go
50-yard
with
line,
my...
the one on the end, right?
Right. Like, why aren't any of them throwing them between the 2 goal things? That's how you score, right?
That's how you score
anyways,
if you're desperate.
Yeah. So me and my stepsister go, and in line, my stomach is just like, no, I'm not doing the best right now. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. I'm gonna get a big hot dog in you, and some fries. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Somebody's like, okay. So, I also
now, baseball
drunk
game
people
is
got
usually
mad at me.
baseball game is usually good. Baseball game food is usually decent, half decent. What is football game food?
Football game food is actually fairly well. It just depends on.
It's fairly well good.
Yeah, the stadium food here is actually really good. That hot dog was amazing if it didn't cause this hell. But I'm starting to think because I started feeling this way before the hot dog, it might not be the hot dog's fault. So I owe that hot dog an apology. But
It's a little late now.
yeah, as I was throwing it up, I was like, "I hate you! I hate you!" They're like, "No, are you okay? I'm hating." So. We watched the game, and also, okay, you know how whenever you're with a friend and there's 2 lines, and you're like, okay, you wait here, I'll wait here. Whatever ones we get to first, I'll go over there, you go over here. Have you ever done that?
A couple times at Cardinals games.
Okay, I did that, and after I got the food, some guy pulls me aside, and he's like, "Hey man, you're not a good dude. You're a wrong man for cutting all these nice people. You see all these people, they're hungry, and it's your fault." And I'm like, what? Everywhere I go, people hate me. I'm so sorry. And I tried to explain it. I was like, no, I was with her. He was like, no, I saw you in that line. I was just like, I'm sorry. And I walked away because my stomach was feeling upset. I didn't want to get a screaming match. And this is my stepsister's first football game. So I'm like, okay, if I'm going to start a fight, I don't want to do it with her here and make her ruin the game or whatever. Texans lost because they're sucking recently. And then I went home.
I haven't heard anything good about the Texans lately.
And, I went home and we're all hanging out with family, and then my stomach went from like I'm not doing the best to like, hey, let's not be able to do anything for the next 2 days. Let's go on an adventure. You ready? I'm like, no. And
Thanksgiving? Eating? Not gonna happen.
Exactly. That was my biggest fear. And I'll tell you why it's still a fear after the rest of the story. But so I quarantined myself upstairs after a long time of fighting it, going to the restroom like 9 times in 30 minutes. And I'm sitting upstairs, and then I decided to take a shower to see if that would help everything. But no, that opened the floodgates, and I just projectile vomited so much, like more than I ever had in my life. And it started then, didn't stop until like midnight, which was like 3 o'clock in the morning for me. So we go to the hospital, and I get a really pretty nurse and a button, which I mean, that's a good day. Um,
I'll tell you about pretty nurses sometime.
okay. And then they give me this nausea pill, and they're like, okay, so one of two things is either gonna happen: either this pill is gonna work, and it's gonna prove that it's just this virus that's been going around and making everyone feel like they want to die, or it's not gonna work, and your next few weeks are really gonna suck. And I'm like, okay, thank you, you're very pretty. And then she leaves, and then
And you push the button, and she comes back, and you're like,
can you adjust my seat? She leaves, come back. Can I get some water? Can I get some water? They're like, what happened to your voice? I'm like, that might be a side effect. On now.
no, you're like, this is my non-show voice. I was putting on my show voice before.
Damn grumps.
Yeah.
So I wound up going home like 6 or 7 hours later. I have some soup and some tea and some diluted Gatorade, which is just a tease. And
Even Gatorade doesn't taste that good. I like
yeah,
Gatorade
I
better.
don't eat anything solid for like 2 days, and then finally today or yesterday I was able to eat something and like keep it down, so like Thanksgiving is safe. But she told me that it takes 2 to 3 days for the sickness to get infected. Now, before I went upstairs, I hugged every one of my family that's going to be there at Thanksgiving. So there's a big possibility that I might have single-handedly ruined Thanksgiving by being the only one that's not sick in a room full of puking people, just destroying the holiday. I will feel so bad.
You have destroyed Christmas.
Like seriously, a big turkey's gonna come smack me in the face for just being a terrible person. I'm
You're gonna
so
go on one of those
worried.
Family Guy fighting the Chicken Man things.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't even. I'd be like, yeah, I deserve it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, turkey. Also, I was just about to eat 3 of your buddies. Um, so yeah, that was my
I would feel so out of place
Chicken
at
pie,
an Odom family dinner. Everyone would just look at me.
No, I don't think so. As long as you crack a few jokes, you'll be fine. I mean, that's just how they are. They're just like they're very open with people, and if you just joke,
They're
they're
like,
like,
you
"What about
actually exist? We thought Niall was talking to himself all these years.
exactly?" They hear me laughing and dying on our podcast, and they're just like, "That poor boy. When will he ever get, when will he ever get help?" Or maybe like, I have a therapist named Tyrus. And I've just crafted this. I'm actually talking in a closet right now. Fucking my headset's plugged into the wall jack, and it's just shoved in duct tape, so it's sticking there because it's a USB, and that's not where it belongs. And it's just the world's most insane person. But yeah. So stories about 7 hours in an airplane and throw up everywhere. Happy Thanksgiving. Hope everyone's having a good one. So yes, Tyrus, give us a good old fashioned hometown Thanksgiving story.
Let's see. One year at Thanksgiving, I drove down to my grandparents' house with my little sister so that we could spend Thanksgiving with my grandparents.
That's a good reason to do that around that time.
um, and we had like my granddad makes some of the best mashed potatoes you will ever have.
I loved me some mashed potatoes.
Oh, they're fantastic, and he cooked the turkey. It was just right. Everything was good.
Got some garlic, pepper.
I ate a lot. Then I laid down on the couch just adjacent to the dining room, and probably about 30 minutes later, yeah, I was just I was sleeping it off. Someone said something about a pie. At least I thought they did. I bolted up, turned around 180 degrees, and like, did someone say pie? And it's like, how are you still hungry? I wasn't even still hungry. I don't know why, but I was just like in a turkey-induced stupor Just seeking more of the drug called turkey.
You're just like, and they're like, turkey. You're like, what? Move! I shall give you the wrath of 1,000 elves if you do not give me the pie.
The turkey pie.
The turkey pie.
That sounds kind of good. Like a meat pie. Meat
I was
pies are
thinking
good.
about what kind of pie. I'm not a big pie man, but I have had some
This
pies.
podcast is over?
Okay.
Our friendship is gone?
It's only because I haven't tried much. Recently, I tried like a cinnamon apple pie, and that was good. But I was thinking,
You
like,
come out here, I buy you the best store-bought pie you've ever had.
I won't make you nothing. You're not that important, but I will take you
No,
down.
my favorite pie is actually store-bought.
Oh, nice.
But it's not
I've
one you can find everywhere.
been inventing a pie in my head, and I was thinking, like, what kind of pie would I eat and enjoy? And here's what I've come up with.
Meat pie?
You get well, yeah, but you get some sirloin, right? Cook it medium, and you season it.
Yeah, 'cause that's like a steak and I don't remember what the other ingredient is, but there's steak and something pie.
Okay, well, you get that, and then you
Steak and
shred
what?
that. You shred it, and
Steak
then you
and
put
kidney?
it all. Steak and kidney pie. No, you put
it's like
that
kidney
in a
beans.
pie, and then you get a
It's
pot
a
roast.
British thing, bud.
A pot roast, and then you shred that up and put that in the pie. Then you get some bits of fried chicken, right? Shred that up, put that in the pie, and then you coat it with mashed potatoes. And then there's the pie right there.
Where's the crust?
Well, of course, you got to have crust over it. I mean, crust will
Doesn't
be
sound
made
much
of
like a pie. It sounded more like a
French fry
pot
skin.
roast. French fry skin. No, it's pudding skins.
I actually didn't invent this. Jambagar actually came up with this ingredient. He said he's only almost died of it 3 times, so that's a pretty good compared to everything else he eats. That's a good record.
Dude, he dies every time he eats an after dinner mint.
Oh yeah, of course, because his after dinner mitts are like UFOs. You know when rednecks are out there and they're like, "I swear for God, I found myself a UFO." That was Jambagar flicking away his mint when he was finished. Because he's also super strong, apparently.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
And the flashing lights is because they're radioactive, because he said it gives the mint more flavor.
So, I live in Missouri, right? Missouri has a lot of caves, and one of the cool things about caves is if you're in a cave and it's the right environment, if you eat those white Lifesavers mints, they'll actually make sparks.
Really?
Yeah, your mouth will glow.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I like hate those things, but I would totally do it to set my
Yeah, I
mouth.
know, I hate them too. It was the only time I enjoyed eating those things.
Oh man.
So
So
you were in the hospital and had a nurse button, right?
yes, it did.
Yeah. When I had my gallbladder out, I was in the hospital for about a week, and they ran out of places to. I was about 17. They ran out of places to draw blood from on my arms.
Mm.
So, and all my nurses were rather young, you know, like probably mid-20s.
Fairly
Pretty, fairly attractive. Yes, and I'm like
Jessica
this
Rabbit-esque.
bedridden, rotting husk of lack of gallbladderness. You know, I didn't know the future horror that was to come from not having my gallbladder
Yeah.
at the time.
You thought you
And
were.
so
looking
they came up with the
not.
idea of, oh, we'll draw blood from your big toe. And so they, you know,
Ooh.
exposed my feet. And they're like, your toenails are really long. And I'm like, I've been in bed for a week. You're being so mean.
That's not even the worst. I had to get shot in my ass once, and it was
Receiving a shot in your butt's different than having them literally squeeze the blood out of your toe.
no. I'm not saying it was worse pain wise. I'm saying it was worse, like, because I was already half out of it, and they already gave me something to numb me. So by the time they're doing it, I was like, okay, and I
You
stood
just
up.
drop your trow.
Yeah, I stood up and did it. They're like, no, you just lay down. Okay, and I get down, and it was so powerful that on the way back to the car, I almost got hit by a truck because I collapsed in the middle of the street. I couldn't move my legs. I just remember like smiling and looking at this car heading towards me. I'm like, pretty.
It's just like that video going to the store.
Exactly.
When
It was
he gets
even
there,
worse.
he can't go up the stairs.
I was just like, oh, those 2 stars coming at me good. This is gonna be good. Where's that nurse?
Where's that nurse?
I don't think
I
this
should
is
talk
working
to
out
her.
too well. It's a good chance this could be going in the wrong direction.
How did you get not run over by the car?
My mom looked over and was like, "No!"
She's like, my dumb son.
In my
please,
exact
no."
origin, I was like, "Ma." She's like, "What
She
were you
runs
thinking?"
over and like punches the car and it goes flying.
She's like, "What were you thinking? I didn't want to die, but I didn't know if I was going to." Yeah, she just hulks the car in the middle and it bends like freaking Hancock.
Mhm.
Good times.
That
with
was
the
a
hospital.
train.
Oh yeah, that was a train.
He just shouldered the train.
It's like, sorry. This is gonna be. I mean, I can't believe holidays. Like we're halfway done with all the interesting ones. Then we're going to like the fillers, like 4th of July and Easter, and everything else. That's not
Easter,
Christmas in
yeah.
October.
Christmas
Christmas
Nile
in
demanded we do a Thanksgiving podcast, and so that's what this has been. We hope you all enjoy your time with your families and
Are you
eating your
signing
edible
off?
foods.
It's
Yes,
been like 35 minutes.
but we have run out of things to say.
The last one was like 2 hours long. We can't just.
Yes, but I also don't want someone to try and sit for 2 hours listening to our podcast instead of spending time with their family if they can. You know?
No, we are your family. You
We
can
are your
subscribe.
family. That kid,
You
that
have
kid
no
in that
family no
basement
more.
with that 1987 Apple II computer that somehow has internet capabilities.
You
He's
want to
waiting
say
on us.
if you want to spend time with your family, you pick up your Commodore 64, make
Commodore-
internet happen.
Your
You
commenter,
go your
64.
commenter 64, go on
It
top of a
tells you
mountain,
about your terrible life choices.
go up to a mountain, tilt it towards the moon at a precise moment so you can get a signal and
5
tell
a.m.
tell me and Tyrus that you love us dearly, and maybe we might consider
It's
contacting
like
you
something
back.
out of when Car Talk signs off. They say, send in your entry on on a postcard with a $20 bill stapled to it.
And a
Oh, I
Wanda
love
chicken.
Car Talk. That's a whole other thing. What are your I guess we could do that. Earlier we were talking about radios. What are some of your favorite, like, have you ever listened to radio shows? Like, are there any shows on the radio that you've listened to, or have you been neglected?
I have been mostly neglected though, but I've listened to like one thing of the Lone Ranger like a long time ago. I don't even know how. I don't remember most of it. And then I remember listening to some kind of horror style one. The Window to the Magic did that Secrets of the Hidden Door, which was a big tribute to the old radio shows, and I loved those. So those were
Well, not even just that, just syndicated programs, on the radio. It doesn't
aside.
have to be like a show.
Yeah, no, I haven't. It's just yeah, okay, yeah, programs on the radio.
Like Prairie Home Companions, one of my favorites.
No, my radio experience was like Jeff and Jer in the morning and
Well,
Mad Hatter.
not quite them. I mean, I understand them and I appreciate what they do and I like those kinds of things too. But like Prairie Home Companions, like, how do I describe it? It's like a variety show but on the radio, and they'll have like weekly a skit that they do every week.
Ah, okay, yeah, that sounds really interesting.
It's really good. It's been running for like 30 years.
We're gonna have to check that out. I was actually thinking of doing stuff like that Chichen story. I wanted to do that as a radio thing because I think that's the only way we can do it justice.
I'd really want to attempt to do it in Second Life though, because I think that could be fun.
Oh, of course. I mean, how hard is it to make a Chichen? We say that now, but we'll end up
Pigeon
crashing
Ave, Chicken Ave.
servers.
Put them on at the same time. See what happens.
It's that glitchy texture thing when they're just like a centimeter too close, so they're popping on top and back.
It's me in the Velociraptor outfit.
Why do you just... Oh, that's nightmares. That is nightmare fluid right there. You're just bouncing around. You think you're fine, but you're not. You're just a broken, naked person.
I was not fine on my screen either.
Oh my gosh. Ah, good times. Good times. I at least want to make it to 1 hour. So we got 20 minutes to kill. We have 20 minutes. Let's You know what? We've been doing some improv recently, so we're going to tell you.
We're so out of practice.
Here's the jingle. Here is the turkey special. I mean, the Thanksgiving special about turkeys.
I've reached Turkey Joe's. This is Joe. What can I take your order? Shut up and answer.
Yes, I would like 4 turkeys, please.
We don't
It's
sell
going
those.
nowhere.
We're a vegetarian restaurant, sir.
I was hoping we would tell a story about a turkey. I remember there was a contest when I was in elementary school.
No, you're not.
And
So what I'm thinking is we could go. You'd be ordering, Turkey Joe's. Turkey Joe's is a vegetarian restaurant, does not sell turkeys, so you're on a quest to find a turkey.
okay, all right. So that's the beginning. Okay, all right. You'll be.
That's our
okay.
basic start premise.
Okay, very very good, very good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Turkey Joe's and the hunt for Toki. The hunt for
Hunt
Toki.
for token.
The stoner turkey that hangs out under bridges. Toki the turkey, everyone's favorite child.
I don't think that they would even be alive, all if a turkey got high. Because these things drown in the rain. It's a legitimate thing. They will do it. The turkeys you eat for Thanksgiving stand out. If they leave them outside during a rainstorm, half of them will die.
That's
Because they look up and wonder what is pouring on them.
Yeah, because Toki the turkey is like, hey man, look up, it's beautiful when the rain's coming down. And they're like, what?
If you keep your eyes open longer, you'll feel it better.
Okay, so I'm gonna drive up.
You ever
Joe.
had like a really, really big drop of rain just hit you in the eye? Like
Yes,
you're not
it's
expecting it. It's like, yeah, what is
Okay,
this?
I'm gonna drive up to Turkey Joe's, right? Hold on, it's a bad car.
I think we got that.
Was my window going down?
The one click was your window. It wasn't the.
No, that was it. That was it. Stop. That was hitting the bottom of the. No, it was, okay.
No.
Hello.
Walking to Turkey Joe's.
I'm sorry. Did you just drop a pie on the other end of the?
Please ignore all sounds you hear in the background.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. It doesn't sound menacing at all. How
Your
are you
favorite
doing? Sir?
misleading vegetarian restaurant. How may I help you?
Oh, vegetarian? Oh, I went to the wrong one. Anyways, can I get a turkey, please?
Did you not hear what I just said?
No, I heard it. I just don't believe in it. See, I believe that if you take a
Is Jim
turkey,
inside the deep fryer again? Tell him to get out. Sorry, sir. What were you saying?
is Steve in there? Is Steve, are you okay, man? I'm fine. Steve, let my friend go, and I promise I will not.
No, there's no one named Steve in here.
Oh, there's no one named Steve?
No, it was Jim.
Oh, okay, good. I thought you guys were murderers. Anyways, what's that thing on the menu that says
There's
bucket
nothing
of
more
meat?
vegetarian than people.
Of course. What? Anyways, there's a menu item that says bucket of meat. What is that? What is that? Because that sounds kind of interesting.
That's Jim.
As Jim. I've already worked out today, so I'm how about the totally not vegetarian special right there?
Is that the number 12?
Yes, that is the number 12. We're going
I don't
nowhere.
think you need any of that, sir. I'm looking out the window. You're looking a little portly.
Thanks. It is the holidays, sir. I just got off a Halloween where I ate all the pumpkins. All of it tastes terrible. But, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Anyways, I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna go on an adventure because something is telling me that we're going nowhere by me being in this drive-thru. So
Alright, sir.
goodbye,
Go
sir.
to hell.
Okay, have a good one. It's the greatest day. So
that guy was kind of a jerk now.
yes, he was.
in the car
Oh,
with
you're
me
in the
now.
car. Oh, hi. That's great. That's good to hear.
I'm not
I'm
gonna let
glad
you
to
just sit
see-
here and talk to yourself as you drive on your quest to find a magical turkey. Also, for some
Magical
reason, I'm
turkey
a
now.
stoner.
Also, for some reason. Good to hear. I'm glad to see how much I've affected you. My past self has affected you. You're just a little bit late. Okay, so where do you suggest we go first?
Well, I know how much you like food for less.
No, they would probably give me a turkey that is still alive, that sings, and I'll just can't be asked to kill it. How about that big mountain right there with the
That
lava
big
coming out the top? And it says Turkey Mountain right there. And on the bottom it says totally not evil right there. See it?
That
See
seems
it?
promising.
Okay,
Let me enter in the GPS coordinates of right there.
Okay.
All right.
Go straight for no miles. You have now arrived at your destination. Turn left. Turn right. Turn left.
Damn thing's broken again.
Turn left. Turn right. Turn.
That's interesting. I can only make mine sound like Darth Vader.
Use the roundabout.
See, my Chewbacca edition is actually the best. It's gonna tell it. It's gonna tell me how to get to Disneyland. And then what you
sounds a little bit misleading because I think his pronunciation of some of those words was a little off.
A little off, yeah. I speak Chewbaccanese. No, I also speak Chewbaccaneer. That's Harry Pirates.
I think
if you
it's,
didn't know.
I can't remember what the language they speak is actually called.
Let's not degrade ourselves. Anyways, we're going.
I am a Star Wars nerd, if nothing else.
Into the mountain we go.
Just directly into it.
That's the sound of water drops millions of miles away.
It's like all those times we tried to get into NORAD in the infestation.
Exactly. We're just
It's
gonna
just
walk
a mountain
right
installation.
Mm-hmm. How do I do
We
an
never really made it inside without dying.
How do we do an echo? Okay. Hello? No, that's not it. Hello.
Because the echoes come closer to you as you go.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
There
I
you
like
go.
how my voice went down as it went away.
It's a tunnel that goes down, so, I mean...
Is there anyone here with any turkeys? Keys.
Fuck you.
Oh, yeah. You're looking for some keys, aren't you?
No. Now roll up the window.
Well, you've come to the right place. Also, how did you get a car in here? I don't understand. It is quite the odd-looking ship, you be. Tyrus, it appears we've
drove
run
through the
into
wall.
a Thanksgiving pirate.
Oh,
The most
dear.
common of...
Most common of pirates. What's your name, fine fellow?
My name is Adam Eve, the poet. My name be Adam Eve, the poet. Would you like to hear a poem, you boys?
No, please. We'd like to end your
Rose
run
is
as
our
a character
turkey.
now.
Roses are
Let
turkey.
me just pull out my gun.
Turkeys are gray.
No.
Gray
my
be
gun.
me. Lo, what the hey?
Let me
I
just pull
took
it
it.
out.
Well,
That's
Tyrus,
the-
I believe we just met the dumbest attempt at a character that we've
Okay,
ever
he's
seen.
dead. That was me shooting.
Hold on. He hasn't drowned yet. He just drowned
Good.
in the very water-like lava that's right around the corner. Okay, so
These sound effects sponsored by Mountain Dew.
so we
There was a water bottle right there. Why didn't I just use that?
so I'm gonna go ahead and search his body. Oh no, he melted in lava.
Oh,
I
it's
see
just
it-
like
I
all our
see-
other attempts at getting into NORAD.
I see a turkey feather like drowning in the lava. So maybe he actually had some turkeys, but we just didn't give him the time of day.
Grab his
So
ID.
now we have to.
Grab his ID.
He's in lava, sir.
Grab his
He-
ID.
Okay, I
Use-
put on my anti-lava suit.
No, use this grabber. You know, the toy grabber thing I have. I'll give it
Okay,
to
that's fire resistant, made by
Yes,
Hasbro.
yes.
Okay, you need to.
Did you get it? I heard you close it.
I got it. Oh, I need to stretch. I need to. There we go. That's my bone stretching. I'm just bad. I'm out of shape. Alright, there we go. Okay, so I got it. I got it here, and his name was Adam Eve the Pirate Turkey Collector, also known as the Failed Poet.
So like, did his wallet have anything on it that was like does he have a warehouse somewhere where he keeps all his turkeys? Also, I'm no longer a stoner.
Well, Tyrus, you didn't tell me to get his wallet. You told me to get his ID. Why do you think it took so long?
Oh, hold on, here, I'll use it again. No, but it slipped. Let me try again. It's just slippery wallet. It's one of those, really thin ones that's kind of round. I gotta get it. Okay, I got it.
Okay, so is there
Foley
a
artists
warehouse?
everywhere. Cringing.
Is there a card saying where he might have kept his turkeys?
Yes, and also a picture of a turkey wearing a dress. I think I'm gonna put this away.
Oh no, is that Mrs. Adam Eve? Because they share the same first name.
Yes,
Or is that Mrs. the Poet?
It says that the here. Let me just enter it in on the old GPS divisal to the address.
Go ahead.
Adam Eve, it states, located right next to Bill Gates Garage.
Okay, so
That's convenient.
that is very convenient. I wonder if the two
You
are
ever heard
related.
that rumor that if you could find his email address, you could get like $1 million? You could get like money from him if you emailed him.
No, I think he was trying to tell us that before he drowned in the lava.
Bill
But-
Gates?
Yeah,
That was Bill Gates?
that
I
was
thought
Bill
Adam
Gates.
Eve the poet.
that was surprise. The plot twist came early. Take that,
Game
Shyamalan.
Hurry.
Game, hurry. Hurry, game. There's a little SNES cartridge that's jumping, trying to keep up with us. His name is Nessie.
His name is
He's
Nessie.
He's our new sidekick. We send him
Makes
in to
none
do
of
the
the
things we
sounds.
don't want to do.
He makes none of the sound.
Snessie, what do you think about this adventure?
Don't need to be like that.
Good. I like how bitter you are towards everyone. Okay, so let's get back in the car.
No, wait,
Oh,
hold
sorry,
hold
we're on the roller coaster.
Snessie's not in the car yet. Snessie's gained a little weight.
Let me open the door.
Okay. Okay, he's in. You close the door.
Okay.
Good job, Nessie.
All right.
With your lack of hands and emotions.
It's a totally different car now. Wait, is he buckled in?
No. Don't give
Nah.
a crap.
That's fine. Just hold him in your pocket or something. All right. It had some upgrades while we were going in there. Okay, so here we go again
Turn right.
on our own. Turn right.
Turn left. It sounds a little muffled, Nile. What did it say? Turn left.
I think
In
it said.
30 feet. Turn left.
I think it said go
Take
straight.
your coat off the damn thing.
Oh.
You'll be able to hear it better.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Hold on. Okay, I threw my coat back in the back seat. Now it says
It's on Snessie.
it's on Snessie. Snessie. Snessie, are you cold? Dance if you're cold. Then keep it on. Okay. What does the GPS say now?
Keep going straight for 45 miles, Batman.
I'm glad we were able to purchase the Alfred edition.
Because Alfred loves Bane's voice so much. He had to get Bane to do his GPS. No, I'm sorry. This is the Batman brand GPS. It's all the Batman voices. Let me switch it over to our favorite. In 45 miles, you will turn left, and you will know when to turn when you see a big golf ball the size of a tangerine. That is mine. Please return it as soon as you can, Batman. Okay, so we're gonna go past it. Take a right. Is that what you said? Take a right.
I think
I can't even remember
it's
my
too
own.
British.
He's too British. Okay, the Batman one. I'm still sick.
Turn left.
Ow. I can't. Okay, so we arrive at the freaking place and we stop trying to be funny on the car drive, and now we do it here. I'm gonna go ahead and knock on the door. Is that fine?
It has a screen door.
Yep.
Interesting.
There's a screen door. Oh, look, someone just walked past it.
And there's a turkey
Okay.
wearing a dress. Let's go to the back.
No, I think yeah. You go over to the back. You go over to the back. I'm gonna wait here. Okay.
There's a cobblestone path.
Oh, I understand. I'm very happy on how easy I can hear you from all the way on the other end.
Hey, Nyle!
Oh, here she is. Here she is. She opened the door.
Oh, come back.
Hello. Are you Mrs. Turkey? What?
Last name was Eve.
Oh yeah, Are you Mrs. the pirate, the failed poet? Can we have a word with you, please?
I don't have time for this.
I can't see. Oh.
Sean,
Oh no.
we got
Oh, I
our
thought
turkey.
you broke its neck.
That works too.
I thought you broke its neck.
I don't have time for this. Thanksgiving's tomorrow.
I
Gotta
think
get started.
I think I just received a message from the tabloids. It says, "Rest in peace, Snessie, 2014." What have you done? What are you just trigger happy
I
today?
may or may not have found a garbage disposal in the back.
Oh no, he was our favorite.
Let
he
me
was
play a sound clip.
merchandise. Let me.
I recorded his last words.
It's just I could throw this animate with a soul SNES game in the garbage disposal. Happily record its last dying sounds. Send a message to the tabloids. Give them the sound clip. Have them message me after you just broke the neck of and/or shot the wife of Adam Eve, the pirate failed poet.
This turkey's already been dressed, so we don't have to worry about doing that.
You're so much. You are the worst kind of people. You are the worst. It's like, oh, you just got done with eating dinner? Oh, good, you're already stuffed. No!
You're already stuffed. Yes.
Okay, throw it in the trunk. Let's go back. Wait a second. Oh no.
It's living again.
No, there's other turkeys coming out the woodwork.
Oh no.
They're all wearing the same color, and they're holding baseball bats.
Drive, man.
Drive! Oh, we forgot the rule. It's in the back seat.
Forgot the
Tires, hit it. Hit it. There's a big ramp in front of us. We're gonna make it. We just went over the Statue of Liberty and the Golden Gate Bridge. We're landing in Tokyo. Clowns!
Hey, look, Disneyland.
Watch! Hey, Disneyland! We just crashed. Thank you. It's all your fault. How are we gonna get home
This has
now?
been my fault. I
How
have
are we
only
gonna-
been the most helpful of people.
How are we gonna get home? Snessie had a built-in helicopter, but no, we had to put it in a garbage disposal.
Hey, I had to put him down. His outlook on life was bleak.
You had to put him down because he bleak. Okay.
Luckily,
All right. So now,
I've got this here. You just look.
what?
I've
What
got
are we looking at?
This.
You are aware this is a podcast, right?
I got this
He's on
tiny
cam.
airplane.
He's on cam showing me a model airplane and audio. Okay.
We will
Let's
use
do it.
You
Okay.
just add water and anything grows, right?
Yes, good. All right, I'm gonna get in the cockpit. You get in the very, very back because I don't want to speak to you. I would have Snessie serve peanuts, but someone ruined that opportunity.
Hey, now.
Yeah. Who's that? Who's this? Oh, it's Tyrus. What'd I tell you? No talking to the pilot. Okay. All right, let me turn on the plane. Hands, pedals, levers all down, clicking the red buttons, making them green, setting the GPS. Here we go, Tyrus, here we go!
I'm not here.
So here we are in our home that now has a giant plane-sized hole in it. Cooking our newfound dressed turkey. Mourning the loss of our Super Nintendo cartridge friend.
You might be mourning.
No, I'm afternoon. Anyways, we're just gonna enjoy a lovely dinner. And this has been the Tyrus&Nao Thanksgiving special. Ended in exactly an hour.
It's actually been
end the
55
thing.
minutes.
It's been 55 minutes?
I have a timer on the left side of my screen.
Oh no, we gotta do 5 more minutes of this. we gotta keep this. You know how many people are gone? Only
It didn't help we had no script and we decided to jump into that. I think it turned out pretty good.
You know what? We went on an adventure. Do you remember that time where we were in the car
And I murdered 3 people.
and you murdered 3 people and 1 animal? Yes.
Who was the Oh, Jim.
Yes.
Was that me?
Yes, it was. Do you
I
remember?
got in the car after I told you to go down.
Do you remember the time we were in that plane and I tried to murder you, but it didn't work? And then you jumped out on a raft?
Remember all those times we tried to fly a plane in Second Life and just you would fall out every sim crossing?
Yeah, like flying would work, but we're just like, let's go on a vacation, right? Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be fun, kids? If we just go on a vacation. We weren't talking to kids. Wouldn't it be fun if we just got in a plane and we went like cross sim and we happened to stumble upon a tropical island meant just for vacationing, which the odds of that happening are so low, but bless our souls, we were so excited and happy about it, and just it never happened. It never happened. We would go, and either it was the
sim with a
stars.
deserted island.
Either it was the Star Speeder where the trip would just end immediately, or it was your plane where we were fine until I got ejected and I just fell and I'm like, oh nope, this vacation was going good, now I'm gonna die. Ugh. So I'm quite exhausted from this holiday. I already feel like
Very,
I've already eaten all
very
the.
busy. I mean, all those zombies in front of the base where we were gonna go get turkeys, but ended up going and murdering the guy's wife.
Exactly. Exactly. Like,
It's his own damn fault for marrying a turkey.
we didn't even. That is very true. We didn't even.
And
tie
also
back
lava.
I won't- conveniently lava. Lava that cannot destroy a
There's a reason
Hasbro.
neither of us are in a theater company. That is it.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna make it in film, and then everyone that listened to this is gonna be like, "How? Just how?" I'm gonna make a movie about this. It's gonna be better than the freaking Grumpy Cat movie. You seen the trailer for that?
What, that's a thing?
Grumpy Cat's worst Christmas ever. It looks like the worst thing ever. Like,
Hold on.
It's actually Grumpy Cat.
Let's ask the recently revived Snessie what he thinks of this. He's louder, and so he's
hello,
angrier.
Snessie. Okay, so Snessie, you know how in Babe and the remake of
I hope they never
Charlotte's
remake Babe.
Rush,
I'm just sorry. I liked the original. I don't need a new one. Recently watched someone play through a game where it made a Babe reference for you to get to a secret level.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mhm.
But you know how in those they gave the animals like peanut butter and made them look like they're at least trying to move their lips or talk and all that stuff? They just give up on Grumpy Cat. It's a poor voice actor just dubbing over the cat while she's giving, and it looks like the best worst thing ever.
Grumpy Cat's
Like-
a girl?
I guess now.
Huh.
I never knew. But yeah, that's what we have to look forward to this Christmas. 3 minutes, folks. Then it'll be 1 hour and 1 minute, and then we can let you guys go.
What?
So how is let's ask the viewers some questions. If you've made it this far, okay, and we're probably gonna get answers like let's say like I do get big in movie career, and then like fans go over to this, or you become like a doctor, surgeon, astronaut, and your people that you've saved lives or took to the moon figure out about this, and then they're listening to this like 3 years later. We will get the answers then. I'm telling you guys, if you're listening to this and it's so far, it's like really far away from the time that we recorded. It's like 2019,
We
and you're
recorded this on 2014. It's the whatever day is the day before Thanksgiving.
November 6th on a Wednesday, 2014. And if you're listening to this in like
5:24 p.m.
yeah, if you're listening to this in like 50
Central Standard Time.
5033, It's okay to answer.
We just will be dead.
Okay, so here's my questions. A. Share your favorite Thanksgiving meal that you created yourself. See? That's that one. Now it's time for you to ask a question.
Share your favorite Thanksgiving trip, like when you've made a trip somewhere. The actual trip itself, the journey, not the destination.
If you had a robot, what would its starting noise be?
If you had a sentient video game cartridge, how would you kill it?
If you had a murderous dick of a friend, what would you do with him?
If your friend put you in the back of an airplane and didn't give you peanuts, what would you do to him?
If your friend obviously thinks that is equal for the death of 3 innocent things, I mean 4, I don't even know.
I'm not sure where the 4th comes from, but okay.
Like, comment, rate, subscribe, give me your money. I don't know.
Rate, subscribe. Can you even rate anymore? You already said like.
Like,
They
comment,
took away
rate,
the
subscribe.
5-star system years
Post
ago.
on your MySpace. I don't like feeling sick. Have we done it?
We've done
Are
it.
we at a minute and 1 second? I mean,
We're at 61 minutes and 19 seconds, 20 seconds. 20
oh wow, we've done it. So now, 3 hours of throat singing.
They weren't gone before.
I would have gone longer, but my throat really
They're gone
hurts.
now.
They left so fast.
We should leave them with the best and probably onlyest Thanksgiving song ever. I think you know how it goes.
I'm gonna have you start it, and then I'm
Because
gonna
I sure as hell don't.
Okay. There was a turkey, and he went, gobble, 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 gobble. Then he spent all of his money on a house. Then he couldn't pay his rent. Now he's dead.
Okay, that's a good one to leave the kids with. Happy Thanksgiving, kids.
Happy Thanksgiving, kids. And remember, all the calories.
All the calories. Obesity is just a state of mind.
Just because it's the holidays, that shit'll follow you till tomorrow. So, Happy Christmas, Thanksgiving. Happy November time with the food.
Happy American Thanksgiving. If you're in Canada, you might be extremely confused. That's why this is coming out now.
I wish freaking Night Show would just listen. I know they wouldn't. They love us, but I don't think anyone loves us this much. That's the cold, hard truth.
Ellie and Nymph would be the ones who would listen to this.
Oh my gosh, yeah, because she listened to the one in class and she said she had trouble not laughing in class.
Anyone that
she
talks to
distracts
us
people.
enough, in person or over the internet, would just see that these podcasts are just us literally opening our mouths and waiting for idiocy to leak out.
Exactly. There's been such a rare occasion. Like the shortest episodes are the ones where we go in and just say like, okay, we're going to talk about this, and this, and then we're done. The longest ones are where we go in with maybe one thing in mind, like a topic or a season.
Today was Thanksgiving story of today was literally just your story of how you got to Texas.
Yeah.
Was what our goal was.
And we went on with
Ended up on a magical adventure with Snessie, the magical talking murderous S cartridge that I was the only one who noticed was murderous.
and Steve's encountered. Oh, he was?
You heard how angry he was.
No, I thought it was all you. No, you're just trying to blame him. You're just trying to pass your evil deeds on Snessie's a good man, woman thing. You never know. What game is he?
No, don't say anything. There was this game. There was a racing game for the Super Nintendo. Just shush. There was a Super Nintendo game. There was a racing game where all the cars had eyes and they could jump. Super FX Racing.
By Pixar.
No, but yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I think this has been more than enough time to torture our viewers or listeners or whoever the hell is there. Watch, it's so empty I can go like this. Hello, 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 hello.
Now I figured out how to do an echo, so this was not a total waste.
Yep. See? Exactly. And if you listen long enough, stop doing what you're doing. We can hear our fans talking to us.
My unborn son approves.
Okay, that's the end of this Tyrus&Nao Live. I'm sorry you won't hear that jingle that everyone loves so much, but
Why
this
not?
laptop
I have
is
it.
terrible. You have it?
Files. I have all the dang files.
I'm
I sent them to you.
Making my belly vibrate by doing that.
No, just stop. We gotta end it so that we can
Go eat
finalize
Thanksgiving.
this.
Or we're gonna be stuck on the computer doing Thanksgiving. Hold on! We haven't ended it yet! We must get it out earlier.
Earlier. Good.
Okay, Tyrus, sing them a goodbye song.
already did that.
Well, no, we sang a Thanksgiving song. We need a goodbye song, like the Mickey Mouse. Now it's time to say goodnight to all our copyrights. Oh.
Someone who loves Disney, you certainly know how to throw a reference out there. All right, guys, you have a good night.
Goodbye.
Go to Thanksgiving.
Just stop it. Just press the end button now.